Today we're going to fully break down another classic battle on Namek, Goku versus Captain Ginyu. Goku finally lands on Namek after his legendary training camp in the spaceship, and he's on a whole nother level. He saves the day by absolutely humiliating the Ginyu force, but he makes the naive mistake of telling the last remaining member, Jace, to leave instead of dealing with him too.
We never even touched him! Now that's one bad dude! I'm bad! But man, I ain't that bad!
He flies back to Frieza's ship to tell Captain Ginyu what just happened to the team, and he is furious. They try to hit a pose without the rest of the boys, but it's just not the same anymore. He is pissed as he heads off to the battlefield. When he arrives, he's ready to not only avenge his team, but also test his abilities. Right off the bat, he can tell that Goku is truly a special fighter, so he's super excited to show off his own grandiose in battle. Guys, remember, this is the #1 soldier in Frieza's entire army, and unlike most of them, he actually had that patented DBZ fighting itch, that competitive spirit. So let's cut to the chase and cover one of the most elite matchups in the saga. Like usual, we're going to break this fight down and score it with the 10-point must system. This fight is scheduled for 3 rounds. At the end of each round, the winner gets 10 points, and the loser gets 9 points or less, depending on how badly they lost. If it goes all 3, the scores get tallied, and the fighter with more points wins. But the fight can end in any round via stoppage. Okay, let's get right into it. Sound the bell. Round 1. Let's go. The round starts off with Vegeta just bolting. Ginyu is away from Frieza's ship, so he has an opportunity to get the Dragon Balls. This catches Goku off guard though, and Ginyu's gonna take that opportunity to initiate the action by landing a huge elbow up top that sends him flying. Goku recomposes. It's the ones you don't see that hurt the most. Luckily, he did see the shot at the last moment and pulled away a bit before it landed. But this has been a consistent problem with him in the past, man, just dropping his guard. Protect yourself at all times. Ginyu cuts an angle behind him and comes in with the chop, but whoop! Goku dips down the dodge and counters with a back kick, but a slip. Goku throws 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jabs, but Ginyu with the head movement. He thinks he's got the timing for the right hand, but look at the beautiful slip on the inside from Ginyu as he's preparing the counter over the top with the left. Pull back. Ducks the hook and tries to counter with the right, but another slip. The frames are going to repeat a little bit with some variations. One of the exchanges after missing the right hand, Goku pulls away and tries to pop that jab a couple of times. Slip, duck. This time Ginyu overextends with that hook and almost gets countered, but again, great head movement. He blocks the left and parries the body shot. Stiff jab gets slipped on the inside, and look at Goku here with the feint. Usually he'll throw a feint to set up a different shot. We've seen him do that a lot throughout the series, but here he's actually going to feint to draw out the counter from Ginyu so that he can counter the counter. He loads up a huge uppercut that gets dodged, but look at Ginyu's eyes. He knows that would have rocked him. Block. Ginyu with the pressure, but nothing landing here. We get some repeated exchanges here, and stop. Head kick attempt from the Saiyan, but Ginyu catches and uses Goku's momentum to toss him away. He recomposes and comes back in with the side kick. Very telegraphed. He just wants his get back. You can tell he did not like losing the first exchange of the match. He wanted to start stronger. Goku on high alert here. Where is he? Ginyu with the Kakashi Earth style jutsu pops out of the ground to land a body shot. First connection of the fight, and he dropped him. Tries to stomp on his head. Dodge. Goku with the immediate get back here lands his own body shot that drops his opponent. Look at the pressure here, he's got him running away. But Goku's habit of dropping his guard, sometimes it reveals itself when he's heavy on the pursuit. Beautiful setup here by Ginyu to land the body kick. Then comes around and winds up a huge kick that lands up top. He's hurt, but to the captain's surprise, the man recomposes. And he's coming back in for some more. Block. Goku doubles up on that left hand, but it gets parried. Ginyu drops down to his right to try to hit this double kick, but Goku blocks it and fires back with his own kick. Also gets blocked. Both fighters throw and catch each other's power shots. Ginyu feinting on his right side here, but comes in with the left high kick. Pull back. They're going back and forth. Block. Slip. Head kick counter attempt here that barely gets blocked. Goku trying to follow up with the right, but Ginyu using that reach advantage here. Pulls back and counters with a sneaky left hand. Money. He's not letting up though, lands a stiff jab up top. Partially blocked though, he took some of the steam off that shot. The frames repeat, but Ginyu ends up winning the exchange by landing a big left up top. The two fighters recompose, and Goku's like, man, this guy's a heavy hitter. As round 1 comes to a close. It was competitive, but I'm going to confidently score this one a 10-9 for Captain Ginyu. Let's take a look at the stats. As you can see, he landed at a higher percentage and he outstruck Goku, especially in the significant strikes department. Both guys scored a light knockdown each, nothing too crazy damage wise. This is just a textbook 10-9, easy, but we're just getting started. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the next round. Round 2 starts with them both charging in and breaking out into a heated exchange. Goku slips the right hand, blocks the left, tries to fire back, but whoop! Counter over the top, blocked. Another pullback. Captain Ginyu looks like he's in the zone right now. Ginyu tries something unorthodox here, counters with a backhand, but Goku ducks. He lined them up for a head kick though, but again, beautifully ducks lower and to the right so he can pop back in with the power shot. Slip. More repeated frames here. Let's get another angle. Body shot, blocked. Slip, pullback. Nobody landing here before the two disengage. Ginyu's out here having a good time, man. Formally introduces himself to the Saiyan by hitting a clean pose, but look at the disrespect. Goku's like, what's the point? Seems like a waste of time. Nah, I disagree. Let the man cook. Ask your son what he thinks. Imagine when Bardock was getting visions of the future, he saw that. No, not like this. Anyways, back to the fight. Ginyu's like, man, cut the crap. I know you've been hiding your true power. Guess what? Me too. He ramps things up a bit and fires off a ki blast at close range. Goku, not expecting this kind of speed, barely dodges in the nick of time. The blast goes off and bro is feeling himself. Now he's patiently waiting for his opponent to turn up. There he is, duck. Now Goku's feeling himself. He already knows what his opponent's gonna do. Block. Goku cuts an angle and spins around with the kick, but the captain manages to block again. Now they're trading. Ginyu blocks a knee, tries to come over the top with the elbow, but neither fighter can land here. They're staying defensively responsible. Left, right, blocked. Dip. Switches stances again and throws the left with the body kick behind it, but they both get blocked. Ginyu with the knee. Bro, nobody landing a thing as these frames repeat. Okay, here we go. Goku with the leg chamber lands the first shot of the round. Side kick to the body sends Ginyu back and into the water. Now he's checking the damages, but honestly, it wasn't too bad a shot. A lot of the power was definitely smothered from being this close, but hey, sometimes you gotta trade power for the art of surprise. I'm not mad at it. Ginyu bursts out of the water and Goku follows. They're trying to flex the speed, but it's no competition. Goku is clearly faster. Ginyu takes it on the chin though, I'm not gonna lie. He took his L like a man. But Jace saw this as an opportunity to step in and fire off a ki blast at the Saiyan. He dodges, but this lets Ginyu catch up to him and grab him from behind. Goku might have the speed, but Ginyu has the strength, no question. Look how sturdy he is while Goku's struggling for his life out here. But he's actually gonna let him go because he only got this position due to an interference. I am going to give him a warning, but I'm not going to deduct a point for this. I know, I do take points away, and I've even disqualified for outside interruptions before, but it depends on the severity and how often it happens. This one didn't change the fight at all. No damage was done, and he even punished Jace for trying this. Then he turns to Goku and tells him to stop playing around and show him his full power so that he can test himself against a worthy opponent. Honestly, Ginyu had the heart of a competitor. He was moving like Goku and Vegeta here. But with that, round 2 comes to a close. Another very straightforward round to score here, guys. I'm looking at a 10-9 Goku all day. Here are the stats. Crazy defense this round. Both guys threw about 100 shots each and only one shot landed. It landed for Goku, so he gets the 10-9. Simple. Ginyu did have more threatening moments like the ki blast that he barely missed and getting the dominant position at the end, but obviously we're not going to count either of those. The score is now tied at an even 19-19 going into the third and final round. It's winner takes all. Let's go. The last round starts off with Goku powering up at Ginyu's request. He's gonna hit him with the Kaioken while the captain is checking the scouter to see where he caps out at. Almost immediately though, he's getting shook like this was a mistake. Ginyu's max power is 120,000, so when he sees the scouter read 110 and rising, he's like, hey, stop, cut it out. I love this scene. Ginyu bolts into the ocean and Goku's like, I think your friend's having a nervous breakdown. And Jace is like, nah,
he's just cooling off, mate.
Bro's losing his mind. Ginyu with the rock throw. Come on, man, you thought this was gonna work? Of course not. Goku just a brick wall. Here comes a ki blast volley, but again, he's not budging an inch. Bounces back the ki and maxes out his Kaioken at 180,000. And this is just the tip of the iceberg too. Ginyu is absolutely terrified and thinks Goku's become the legendary Super Saiyan himself. But he's trying to reassure himself now.
I am the great Captain Ginyu!
That's it, Captain! Remember who you are!
Bro, I love Jace. He's like,
sir, he's making you lose your composure and forget about style! Don't let him do it!
But Ginyu starts getting his confidence back when Goku insists on them not fighting anymore. He's just like, admit your wrongdoing and leave. He's taking Goku's kindness as weakness here, and usually I'd say absolutely not. Mercy is an incredible virtue, but man, you gotta have some discernment here. Dude just laughed in your face and fired off a ki blast after you gave him an out. It's time to put him away. He's way too dangerous to be kept alive, or at least conscious. Like, what's your plan here? Ginyu with the trash ki blast volley that, of course, does absolutely nothing. But he wasn't even expecting any real results. He's just celebrating his win ahead of time. He takes off the scouter and starts gathering ki in his hand. Goku's like, what the hell is he doing? Oh shoot, what the f***? Ginyu's hurt real badly here. Look at the wound. And Goku just standing there like a moron. Bro, do something! I guess he's expecting him to fire off a ki blast or something here because it looks like he's powering up. But he hits a pose that immobilizes Goku. He's doing his signature move, the body change. Now Ginyu is Goku and Goku is Ginyu. He just stole his body, and because of that self-inflicted wound from earlier, Goku is unable to continue. Captain Ginyu wins the fight in the 3rd round via TKO. Here are the stats for the round, and it's a weird one. Like, do I count that self-inflicted shot somehow? Do I count it against Goku? I mean, he did end up feeling the weight of it. I'm just not going to put it on the stat sheet at all. It's just too messy. And here are the stats for the fight overall. Again, same thing here. Since they changed bodies at the end, do I flip all of the stats or what? What would you guys do here? I'm just going to keep it as is though, just to keep things simple. Anyways, let's talk about the fight a little bit. I know some of you aren't going to like this decision, but Goku just lost straight up. The body change is one of Ginyu's techniques, just like the Kaioken is one of Goku's. It's a legitimate win condition. And actually, this loss was foreshadowed before the fight ever even started. After Goku let Jace leave the battlefield, Vegeta absolutely brutalized Burter and Raccoon. And then he gave Goku an ear beating like, that guy you just let go could cost you your life. Goku's like, what? Nah, not him. But Vegeta says one of the realest things in the show here.
He doesn't have to be stronger than you to beat you.
These people are ruthless savages. They'll do whatever it takes to win the game.
And here you are, Mr. Nice Guy. They're going to chew you up and spit you out with that attitude.
And I think Goku knew this intuitively as a kid, and that's why we saw him catch a lot more bodies. He's gonna have to relearn this lesson here the hard way, and he eventually does. I think right after Frieza is when he was like, okay, I get it. Nah man, I love what the rivalry between these two brought out, not just power wise, but the influence they had on each other in the series. As promised, next video I'm going to be covering Goku versus Majin Vegeta, a rematch 12 years in the making. Their battle in the Saiyan Saga was the very first fight I covered in the show, pretty much the start of my fight analysis series, and I've been waiting to cover the rematch ever since. And we're about to hit 100k, which was my original lifetime goal for the channel, by the way. Feels like everything's just kind of coming full circle here. So if you're not subscribed already, I need you to hit that subscribe button. Please drop a like too, it really helps out the channel. I appreciate you so much, and I'm out of here.